The rain came out of nowhere, a sudden summer storm that turned the street into a blur of rushing water. I was completely soaked by the time I made it to the porch, my thin jacket stuck to my skin and my breath coming in short gasps. I knocked once, then again, a little louder this time, hoping someone was home. The door swung open, and I was met with a wave of warm air, soft light, and her, Elena, my best friend's mom. She was always so elegant, even in a simple, cozy sweater. Her dark hair was tied back in a loose, casual way, and her eyes, always so gentle, seemed to be searching for something in mine. I'd known her for years, of course, but always from a respectful distance. I was 22 now, a full-grown adult, but the way my heart did this little flip-flop at the sight of her still caught me off guard every single time. "Come in," she said, her voice soft and low. "You're drenched." As she closed the door behind me, the storm outside seemed to roar even louder, almost as if the world was conspiring to keep us right where we were, together. She handed me a thick, fluffy towel, and as I took it, our fingers brushed. It was just for a second, but it felt like a tiny bolt of lightning shot right through me. I know she felt it too because she looked up at me, a little startled, and then this small, knowing smile played on her lips. It felt way too intimate for such a simple, accidental touch. We settled in the living room, the rhythmic drumming of rain against the windows filling the air. The house was quiet. My friend, her son, was out of town for the weekend, which left just the two of us. The silence between us started to feel heavy. Not awkward, but full of things left unsaid. Elena moved with this effortless grace as she poured tea. I found myself watching her more than I probably should have, mesmerized by the way she filled the entire room with her presence. "You can wait here until the rain lets up," she offered. I smiled. I don't mind. I actually liked the sound. She nodded, then did something that surprised me. She moved to sit closer on the couch. So close I could smell her perfume. It was something soft and comforting, like vanilla and sandalwood. Our knees were almost touching. "You've changed," she said quietly, her voice barely a whisper. "You're not a kid anymore." Her words sent a shiver down my spine, a different kind of chill than the one from the rain. I finally found the courage to meet her gaze, and I couldn't look away. There was something new in her eyes, something I'd never seen before. Vulnerability, maybe, or was it longing? "I've always been this person," I whispered back, my voice trembling just a little. "You're just seeing me now." Just then, a low, deep rumble of thunder rolled across the sky. Elena took a slow, deep breath, like she was gathering her courage. She stood up and walked over to the window, her silhouette framed by the rain-streaked glass. I followed her. I didn't even know why, I just knew I couldn't stand the distance between us anymore. "I've been lonely," she admitted, her voice so quiet it was almost lost in the sound of the storm. "I try so hard to be strong all the time, but sometimes I just want to be seen." Before I could even think, my hand was moving on its own. I rested it gently on her arm. She turned to face me, and in that instant, everything we had been carefully avoiding, everything that had been simmering beneath the surface, just rose up between us. Her eyes searched my face, asking a silent question that she didn't dare speak out loud. "I need you right now," she whispered, and the words hung in the air, electric and fragile. Time seemed to slow to a crawl. My heart was pounding so hard I was sure she could hear it. I gave a small nod and took a step closer. Our foreheads touched first, our breaths mingling in the small space between us. It was a moment so tender, so full of unspoken uncertainty. When she kissed me, it was soft. It started with a gentle hesitation, a question, and then it deepened, filled with so much emotion, so much pure feeling rather than just simple urgency. The whole world outside, with its rain and shadows, just faded away. Her hand came up to cut my cheek, her skin warm, her fingers trembling slightly. This kiss wasn't rushed. It was careful, it was respectful, and it was overflowing with a longing that had clearly been held back for far too long. It was the taste of two women finally allowing themselves to be honest. We only pulled back when a loud crack of thunder exploded right above the house, and we both broke into nervous laughter, our smiles lighting up the dim room. She rested her forehead against mine again, her eyes closed. "This changes things," she murmured. "Only if we let it," I replied, my voice steady. Slowly, the rain began to soften. The storm was finally releasing its grip on the world. We just stood there together in the quiet aftermath, not knowing what tomorrow would bring, but absolutely certain of one thing: something real, something true, had just begun. When I finally stepped back out into the damp, cool evening air, the clouds were breaking apart, and slivers of moonlight were starting to peek through,